Okay, everybody, YouTube. Here is a new piece that I'm sending out for sheath to a kayak sheath maker, and I just wanted to show this piece before I send it off for the sheath and send it off to a customer of mine. It is a small Wakizashi. Well, small. It's about 21-inch blade, 9-inch handle, and it's modern, contemporary. It has some traditional Japanese style assembly, but there's some variations that you'll be able to see from traditional pieces. So we'll start out with just what I have in front of me right here. So this is the handle, and the handle is the core, instead of being wood, is Tero-tuf, and it's completely shaped. It's mortise construction, and then it's wrapped with tsunami cord. Now the wrap is if you're not familiar with tsunami cord, it's just a really good grippy. It's kind of like a microfiber suede or doe skin, but it has a lot of durability, and it's a synthetic, so it's not as it doesn't wear out very easily. It's real durable. So I made this core, and then you can see it's kind of shiny. So the core was covered with several layers of shellac or bullseye lacquer or shellac, and then you wrap it up, and then you use I used denatured alcohol, kind of soaked it, and that reactivated the shellac, and then adhered the cord to the core. And so on the top part you just feel this felt feeling material, very good grip, still wicks moisture away, but on the bottom it's adhered a lot like a composite laminate. And so one of the things I didn't like about certain handles from modern contemporary stuff is that, you know, when they completely immerse it in epoxy and it just turns into a piece of plastic they're holding on. I find it's too aggressive. It doesn't have the response or the wicking effect of a material like this. So here's the handle. The mekugi, this is the pin that holds it together. It's tapered. I've got a hole drilled, and on each side. This gives me, you'll see why I put these on there in a second, but it's tapered, and it creates a friction lock with the tang or the nakago, depending on what terminology you want to use, of the sword and the handle. This is the first piece that goes on the handle. This is a titanium fuchi, and basic, just clean finish on the outside. So right there, that just slides on like that. It goes together. And then the tsuba is just a basic elliptical shape, oval shape tsuba, titanium as well, and about a little over 3/16 for thickness. And then I have one steppa. On traditional blades you have two steppas, but I just have one steppa. This is a piece of hammer forged copper that I made, and then just put basically a heat scale patina on it. Nothing fancy, just simple but kind of rustic looking, and it's kind of the look I was going for. And then now let's go with the blade. Like I said, 21 inches. The blade is CPM 3V, and rather than having the taper like a regular Japanese sword with a nakago and then a habaki that sets up like the rikazo, this is actually like a knife. It has a rikazo area, and you can see a monet, but then tapers down. So this is a shinogi zukuri grind, which gives it kind of the blade kind of a diamond shape. And the tip, let's look at the tip. What is called the kasaki, so it's just right there, like that. And there's just a little bit of oil on it, kind of some smudging. And just go through. So everything, there's no really sharp edges on the sword other than the very edge. Everything is radiused here and transition. Even this transition point right here into the ricazo area is radiused, and that's recessed for the fittings and stuff. So let me put this sword together. The blade is CPM 3V, and it's heat treated. Rockwell's about 60, and yeah, standard. One of the standard heat treats for my swords. It's just different heat treat protocol for different pieces, but the swords have their own protocol. But a lot of times, big knives and stuff get the same stuff just because it's a great sweet spot of toughness and edge retention, durability, resistance to deformation. So let's put the sword together for everybody. Just start here. We'll take the first steppa, slide that on right there, and then take the tsuba, the guard, it slides on, and we just take here, tap it down, turn it over, put the pin in, and it just starts to press fit. It's already pretty solid, but then I use it's just a spring-loaded punch, and now it's completely locked in there, like that. So there we go. So let's look at this all together. Get some different views of it. Just there, right there. Hey, my messy corner. Let me move this to there. And just right here. Alright, thanks for watching. And hopefully I can get a video of using this sword, doing some cutting with it.